towards me. Show me your hand. Show me your other hand. Stop. 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 Stop walking towards me. Stop walking towards me. Stop. 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 Fine.
Operator Smuffowitz.
Hi.
What's the address of your emergency?
I think it's... Hey!
Yes, ma'am, you said... Is that a house or an apartment?
A house.
Okay. In case we're disconnected, is a good phone number?
No.
Okay, what's a good...
50... Hold on. Hold on. Come. No, to me! I have the police on the phone. I need a phone number. I have... do I have yours? Is it your phone? No, this is his phone. I need your phone number. I need your phone number. I know it is, but... Okay, anyways, can we skip the phone number for it?
Okay, what's your name? Okay, can you tell me what's happening?
I have them on. I have them on the phone.
Okay, can you tell me what's happening, ma'am?
I do.
Ma'am, what's happening?
Yeah. What? My son? Your son? Yeah, my son went down to help. Oh, he's probably down there with him, yeah. Okay.
So, ma'am, what's happening?
Yeah, so I've been dating this guy for a while, and he's never shown any signs of violence, but I know that he is bipolar.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight we were watching a basketball game, and he just started getting really aggressive, and then all of a sudden he looked at me and was like, fuck me, and he started attacking me, like in front of my two friends. And then he attacked my friend, and we all ran out of the house. We ran to the neighbors, and we're safe in the neighbor's house now.
Okay, is anybody in need of EMS?
I don't know. Let me check on my friend. Do you need EMS? Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Okay.
We do.
Okay. Stay on the line, ma'am. How many patients are there?
Well, I just was punched in my face, but my friend has like a whole hair. I just have like a fat lip. I'm the least of it. My friend has, there's a guy, her son went to the house.
So, again, ma'am, how many patients are there at this time?
3, I suppose.
3? Okay.
There's a cat outside. Is that okay? Not yours, not yours. It's not yours. It's theirs. I was just letting them know.
Is the attacker still nearby?
It's closed. I checked the door. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, do you know where he is?
Never seen that.
Do you know where he is, ma'am?
No, it would probably be inside of the house. We all ran out of the house.
Do you know the address? So your partner is still in?
I think so. We're like at a neighbor's house, like 3 streets down. We all sprinted out.
Okay. So what address are you all at right now? Do you know?
Do you know what address are we at right now? I have my phone. I just did. I have my phone. I just took it.
Were any weapons involved?
No. No, I just grabbed. So he had my friend on the ground, and we were trying to get him off of her, and we couldn't, and I screamed my other friend to call 911, so I grabbed the closest one I saw, and I have his phone, because I just saw it, and I knew his password, and I called 911.
Is there any serious bleeding?
My friend is bleeding on her wrist, right? Her wrist.
Is it uncontrolled, or will it not stop?
It's controlled. Is your wrist bleeding controlled or uncontrolled?
Are they?
But my friend has like chunks of her hair pulled out.
Okay, are they responding normally?
Yes, everyone here is responsive and okay.
Okay.
They're just like injured and traumatized.
Okay, I'm sending the paramedics to help now. Stay on the line and I'll tell you what to do next.
Well, I have them on the phone right now. They're already sending someone. They're sending someone. I just have a fat lip. I'm fine.
Okay. Ma'am, do we have a description of the partner that assaulted the patient?
Yeah, he's about 6'6", sandy, blonde hair. He has like a tattoo on his thigh. It's almost brown, but it's like dirty blonde brown hair for sure. Did he run away? Does anybody know?
No,
Is he black, white, or Hispanic?
My son is down on the front porch. He is down on the front porch of their home.
Okay, is the partner black, white, or Hispanic?
I'm sorry?
Do we know, is the partner who attacked the patient black, white, or Hispanic?
White.
Do we have any clothing description for the partner that assaulted the patient?
Yeah, he's in dark green shorts and a green shirt. It was your shorts.
Could he be under the influence? Has he been drinking?
No, no.
He kept saying something about wanting to throw up. Said, my son.
What is?
My son is the boy down there.
What is the partner's name? Okay. Are there any weapons at all at?
No. My son does carry a firearm.
Does he have the firearm on his person, ma'am?
Yes, he always has it on his person, but he is not. He is just down there making sure nobody hurts himself. He is outside of the house, making sure they don't make their way this way. He is not involved.
Yeah, he came running outside, and he came to say that he was screaming for help, and he came running outside to help.
But my son did want you to know he has a firearm on him.
Okay, is anyone intoxicated on drugs or alcohol?
Not my son.
No, I mean, we've had a couple of drinks at the pool today, but not the perpetrator, not the guy who was attacking us. He didn't have anything. What are you talking about? I know.
Okay. Are there any EPO or DBOs in place?
No.
Okay.
No, thank you so much.
Okay, so what are the extent of the injuries for everyone who was assaulted?
My friend just has like a giant chunk of her hair pulled out.
He was trying to essentially strangle all three of us. I mean, we were all laying on the couch watching a basketball game, doing absolutely nothing. His team was not playing well. The girl who dates him here, she was, cuddled up underneath him, little spoon, if you will, and he started to strangle her.
Because he had a mental break. Yeah, he got up and he just said, fuck me, and then he lost his mind and started attacking me. And when I was out of view, I ran away, and I tripped over a table, and my jaw hurts, and my lip hurts, and my neck hurts, and then he ran after my friend, and I couldn't get him off of my friend, and neither could my friend, and I was screaming, call 911, and I realized I grabbed his phone. I'm currently on his phone, that's why I said this number is not the one to call, just because I knew his password, and I ran outside and hid, and then called him and called 911.
They're already on it. My son is a very calm person, so there's possibility my son will calm him down. Is everything okay? What? He went right over here? He's butt naked. Okay, he's definitely having a mental break, so.
So is the attacker, are they nude?
He did say he was on something. The attacker is nude. He is in our neighbor's backyard. The girls are safe in my house still.
Do we know what house they're at now? The attacker?
Huh?
He ripped off something, one of the rest.
He's very hostile.
Okay, do we know what house are they still at?
No, I'm not. They're going to be at. You will see me standing in my front yard.
So the attacker is by...
Yes. Pretty much directly across the street from my house. All right, get in your house, baby. Get in your house. Baby, get back in your house. Get back in your house.
And again, ma'am, all 3 patients are still inside.
Safely in my house with the doors locked.
Okay.
He is in the front yard naked. My son is going down there slowly.
Okay, I would try to advise your son to stay away from him if he's very hostile,
He
you
is.
know.
He's staying away. He's staying far away. He's just getting to where he can say hi. Because he's having a mental break or something. We don't know. We don't know him. We're on with 911.
I'm going to become that agent.
Go on in the house now.
Dislocated.
Okay, I'll take care of it, but no, you need to give me the gun. Go to the house.
Okay,
Go to the
yeah,
house.
and I want you to put that gun away. Don't make
Go to the
contact
house.
with any officers.
Go to the house. We do need an ambulance. He dislocated his shoulder.
Okay, well, we have them on standby right now. You're saying the attacker dislocated their shoulder?
No, he dislocated my son's shoulder. Go in the house, please.
Okay, yeah, I want you to get in the house too, ma'am.
They'll see him. He's in the street, butt naked, on all fours. Right up in there. They need to come farther down the street. They need to come farther down the street. They need to come farther down the street. I'm waving them down there, Andy.
Well, police are making sure that the scene is safe for the ambulance to, like, respond and get to all the patients at this time as well.
Well, the patients are in my home. The perpetrator is the one that's naked down the street. That is your guy right there. The patients are in my home. Right there, the one that's on all fours naked in the street. The guy on the right is a neighbor. He's not involved. Police are here.
Okay.
They're trying to stop him. He's fine. He's listening. Helicopters are above.
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Well,
Be good.
okay, ma'am. If police are on scene and they're...
Okay, guys. Don't walk. Don't walk at him. Don't run at him. Stop.
Okay,
Stop, honey. Stop.
who's running at him, ma'am?
The perpetrator.
Okay, the perpetrator, are they running toward the police?
They're just running down the street.
Okay.
Oh, my God. He's floating. He's floating.
Okay, ma'am, I'm going to let you go since responders are at scene, okay?
Sit down. Go to the bathroom, you guys, please.
All right, I'm letting you go.
Go in the bathroom.
Radio to 620, going to be holding a general trouble. Cromartie Way, Beat 5. Caller and friends were assaulted by the caller's bipolar partner.
So it's a report, there's no active violence, is that correct?
It doesn't say that there's any active violence, as they were assaulted and they're requesting EMS. 2119. Radio to 620. This general trouble at Cromartie Way. Looks like there's going to be 3 patients, and they're all at Cromartie Way, and the subjects at Cromartie Way. 2123. Radio to 620. Another update on the Cromartie Way. Looks like the attacker is now running down the street nude by Cromartie Way.
You can send off beat or sector.
10-4. Radio to 624 Baker. 623 Baker. That's looking at general trouble. Cromartie Way. Cromartie Way. The scene might actually be near Cromartie Way or Cromartie Way. The male reported naked running down the street, attacked 3 other people. EMS is staging, and I believe fire may be on scene. 2127.
621 Baker, yeah.
621 Baker.
I've injured yourself for others. Start for Cromartie and cancel off sector.
10-4, ready to 623 Baker, you can cancel. 2128.
They're now actually fighting again. I'm going to step it up. I'm 5 minutes away.
10-4, 2130. Ready to 621 Baker and 624 Baker. Another update. Attacker dislocated his front shoulder. 2131. 2128.
There's everywhere. It's a Cromartie from Fern Creek.
Here, 30, 2128. Ready to 621 on. One 31.
Air 30, yeah, they're at 6th Division cars close to Cromartie.
Here, 30, 2132.
Looks like there's a subject from up here. He looks naked, kind of thrown out, up on his hands and feet, not quite laying flat, right in front of Cromartie on the south side of the street. There's somebody on the north side of the street. Looks like they're recording him with a cell phone.
10 for 621 Baker, 624 Baker, copy direct. 2132.
He's interacting with the officer at this point.
He's got one at gunpoint. He's walking towards him now. If there's somebody coming to help him, it'd be nice to get there quick. I'm going to start from the division.
2134.
One Baker, shots fired. One Baker, shots fired.
Shots fired.
Subject is on his hands and knees out in front of Cromartie, right in the middle of the street.
Yeah, 1 minute down, shots fired.
White male, naked, middle of the street. Whoever's coming, bring a med bag with you.
Address again.
He's in the street in front of or Cromartie Way, right there close to the intersection with Graff.
Where's everybody at? Where's everybody at? Who's this dude right here?
The perpetrator is the one that snaked you down the street. That is your guy right there.
What's his name?
The patient.
His name!
Right there, the one that's on all fours.
What's his name? Radio tones, one at gunpoint.
Guy on the right is the neighbor.
Put your hands behind your back. Do it now, not you. Put your hands behind your back now. Show me your hands. Show me your hands now. Show me your other hand. Show me your right hand. Show me your other hand now. Stop. Stop walking towards me. Show me your hand. Show me your other hand. Stop. 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 Stop walking towards me. Stop walking towards me. Stop. Stop. Stop.
Fine.
One Baker, shots fired. One Baker, shots fired. Get down on the ground. Man, lay down on the ground, flat. Lay down flat. Lay down on the ground, flat. Lay flat on the ground. Lay flat down on the ground, now. Lay down flat on the ground. Lay down flat, now. One Baker, I'm holding what I have. I have one male down, shots fired, police action. Okay. Fuck, man. Hey, please, we have to render it. Let's check him out first. Let's flip him over. I'm gonna chest seal. You show up your hand. Put your other hand behind your back. Let's check. Okay, man, come back.
Okay, folks, that is case number 3. This is out of St. Louis. I'm sorry, Louisville, Kentucky. We heard the extensive 911 calls that come through. You had a girlfriend and an acquaintance of the person that was shot that had been assaulted. They went over that detail quite a bit as far as what type of assault it was. Somebody was missing a chunk of hair. Somebody had been hit in the face. They said they'd all been choked. The perpetrator that they're calling on is 6'6". This is a big guy, right? This is not a average height person. 6'6", didn't appear to be very fat, so he looked pretty athletic, and he wasn't really hiding anything because he was nude. The officer gets there, and it's chaotic, even though we hear the information coming through on the dispatch. This information, and it got down to the officers pretty good, but I don't think dispatch even had a good idea where the bad guy was and where victims are, because they're in multiple different locations. And we see the drone video of a lot of folks out on the streets. All right, so one guy's across the street with a video, with a phone videotaping the guys he's doing push-ups or in some sort of a front-leaning rest position. You had other folks that were down the street. They were all observing this. People were outside of their homes. The officer encounters him. He gives him commands to lay down, put his hands behind his back, I believe. The person who was shot did not comply. Stands up, appears to be in some sort of a psychosis. I mean, he's just not responding to anything. Of course, it's also strange for a grown man to be nude in the street doing push-ups and acting in this manner. He approaches the officer. The officer's giving him commands to stop. I didn't count them all, but I think it was in excess of 3, maybe 4 times. There was 2 very quick right at the end, and then he shoots the person into the chest, and the person does die of wounds. Is there any portion of this we want to see or hear again, or any questions before we deliberate? What we got going on here?
Was he on any drugs? And
None
was
that I
there
know
any?
of. The report is that he was bipolar.
And was there anything in his hand?
No weapons.
Because the officer was asking to see his hand.
Yes, but there was no weapons. He was completely nude. No clothing, no weapons, nothing but his birthday suit. Any other questions? Do we want to watch the point of impact again from the officer's point of view?
Well, I had a question about, do officers normally have backup, other officers nearby helping out? Because it seemed just be the one guy, right?
No, it was. You had other officers responding, but they all don't get there at the same time. In the movies they do, but in real life they don't. If you listen to the drone operator said he's approaching an officer, and they said we have backup on the way, and he said need to get him somebody there real quick. So that's the way it was. But the officer, and honestly, the officer in this point really can't stand back because we have all these other people, and the report is he's already assaulted. He's dislocated somebody's shoulder. He's pulled plugs of hair out of someone's head, which that takes a bit of a force to do. He's punched and choked multiple people. So the officer can't stand down the street and wait for a couple other guys to get there. When you get there, you've got to go in and try to do something about it because there are the general citizens at large are in danger or perceived to be in danger at this point. But yes, there was a lot of backup coming his way. That's all the radio calls you heard in the interim there after the phone call ended. This was radio dispatch traffic, notifying supervisors they've got an ongoing situation and pulling officers and moving officers that direction. And they had the drones up pretty quick. The drones were there prior to the officer. I was kind of impressed with that. No questions? Do we want to watch that the shot again? Let's see it one more time. I think we should.
Put your hands behind your back now. Show me your hands. Show me your hands now. Show me your other hand. Show me your right hand. Show me your other hand now.
And to give you an idea on scale, a road like that is going to be somewhere around 30 feet across. If you can use that as an idea to see how close the subject gets to the officer.
Stop! Stop walking towards me! Show me your hand! Show me your other hand! Stop! 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 Stop walking towards me! Stop walking towards me! Stop! Stop! Stop!
Fine.
1 Baker, shots fired. 1 Baker, shots fired.
Okay, if we don't have any other questions, other portions of the video to see, let's put up put a clock up. Let's talk about it. AK, I want to come to you first. What do you think on this one?
Well, first off, my brain is fried after that. Okay, so I'm a little torn on this one because I feel like you could probably use a taser on this guy, but then again, I have seen cases where tasers just don't take people down, and he's already assaulted 3 people. He's clearly a danger to others and himself. It's almost like suicide by cop in a way. This one's stumping me, y'all. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, do you want to hear other people's opinion and see if it pushes you in a direction that feels good?
Well, I mean, I think I know the way that I'm going to go, but yeah, I mean, you can go to someone else and we can just deliberate that way and see how everybody else feels.
Okay, let's see what Marquis got to say. What do you think, Marquis, on this one?
I think that I think it's unfortunate because it's like what AK said, that he had harmed other people. He was not stopping when the officer told him to stop. The officer had no way to know he would not harm someone else if they came up from somewhere they didn't see him coming from. Anything. I think that he did what he had to do. I don't
Okay.
like it. It was very hard case. I don't like it. But I'm sure the cop didn't either.
No, I think most of these cases that we look at every Friday night, there's all the factor of somebody's either seriously injured or has lost their life. So you got to keep that in perspective. That's true. Heather, what are you thinking on this one?
A very unfortunate case. It disturbs me on a lot of levels. I have to agree with everyone else, though. I wish that there had been more police officers and that the first resort had not been lethal force. But on the same token, if someone's coming at you and you've got to defend yourself, that's what you've got to do. And I would have probably done the same thing.
Okay. Rugman, we'd like your thought.
This was tragic. You know, it was confirmed by the girlfriend that he was not on drugs, he was not drinking. It's obviously that he had a true mental issue. The man's naked. The reports are all that he's unarmed. What has happened so far are physical assaults, and I understand the depth of that. I, in no way, shape, or form, understand why that officer didn't have a less than lethal and use it. You know, he initially walked within range. When he did start to run, I'm not so sure it was directly after the officer as much as it was down the street, only by the angle. I don't think it was justifiable. I think the officers should have waited for backup. It was not an imminent threat. They were getting a 911 call for a woman who was, you know, mentally in her, or had her mental faculties, my God, had her mental faculties about her. The woman that finally took the call, the home that they were in, you know, gave him an address. She said the street address, said he's in the middle of the street naked, he's down on all fours. The location was absolutely known. I think you should have waited for more backup or use less than lethal. I don't think you should have discharged his firearm.
Okay, well, what about, would it be reasonable if the officer said, I wasn't sure, there was a lot of people on the streets, I didn't know exactly where everyone was at, and now this guy's moving, and we perceive him to be a threat. Would it be reasonable if that officer said he was concerned about the public safety at large?
Definitely the public safety at large, but at that time, nobody else from the public was there. From the time that
hang on. That's not what I asked you. We could look at the drone video and we can rewind it. We can count. We can count where everyone is at and how close they are to him. But it's dark. The officer's asking questions. Where is he at? Where is he at? He didn't see him until somebody had pointed him out. It was the lady who.
And I'm talking about after the officer saw him.
Right, well, hang on.
He was still on all fours.
He sure was. And at that point, everything's fine. But he didn't remain on all fours very long, did he?
No, and he started walking towards the officer. He was warned. You used the 30-foot mark as the width of the street. At one time, he was well within that 30-foot range. He didn't start running until he was right there. I think they should have used less than lethal, or I think that the officer should have backed off. That's just from what I saw. I thought it was a hideous video. I thought it was a hideous scenario.
Without a doubt, this is a hideous scenario. And like I say, the other that we've seen and the next two that we're going to see, at the end of the day, they're horrible. It's not the outcome that anybody should want, and law enforcement or otherwise. But we have these deals, and we have to deal with them. And we're calling upon you from being using the reasonable person standard to see, is it reasonable that this officer believed that his life was in danger and that he needed to use deadly force?
I understood where you're going at, but I always look at imminent threat, and I try to put myself in that situation. And I'm old.
You know what? Actually, but hold up. I'm going to stop you again, because as a juror, I don't care about what you would do. The law says that you would look at it from what is reasonable. And that's literally what we're trying to figure.
The officer's perspective, and I don't think it was reasonable. I just don't.
Okay. And I'm not trying to tell you that you're right or wrong. I'm saying, but please frame it the right way. If you're accused, or if Heather's accused, or if Joe's accused, I want my jurors to use the reasonable person standard, because I know what that is. I don't know how you feel. I don't know what Heather's background is. I don't know what all your other experiences and how you look at things are, but I don't want you to bring that to court and put them on me, because I'm pretty sure I had nothing to do with any of that. So that's all I'm saying, is that if you feel that it was unreasonable, this is 100% cool. But if you feel it's unreasonable because you would have done something different, I would say that's probably not the right way to look at it.
When I say remember, I inferred to the imminent threat, and me being a reasonable person, putting myself in the same position that officer was in, at that point, I would not have, and I being a reasonable person in that officer's position, would not have drawn my firearm and fired. I would have backed off.
Out of curiosity, what would you have done?
What would I have done? I would have backed off and wait until I got help.
How much further do you need to back off? The officer had taken more than a dozen steps back. Didn't he just turn around and run at this point?
You're telling me that the rest of the law enforcement officers are right behind him. I don't know how long it took them to respond. If you tell me it took 5 minutes.
I bumped it up. It goes from the time that he's standing there with a gun on the guy waiting for backup. He's on the radio saying, I'm waiting on backup, until they got there. I let that go a little longer, than I started bumping it up, but that was real time. It was more than a couple of minutes.
That he had contacted him and backup had been sent. It was more than 2 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. Let me do this. I'm taking up time that others should use.
No, and I'm not trying to push you one way or another. All I'm saying is that kind of the point of this whole show and the exercise is to sit and try to take on the reasonable person's point of view. And many people think that jurors get there. I don't want a juror that says, well, I would have done this. You know what? I want you to stick within the law. And the law, what I'm asking tonight is, did that officer that used deadly force, is it reasonable that he believed that his life or a third person's life was in danger for death or serious bodily injury? Because if it's reasonable that he believes it, then the shot was good. If it's not reasonable that a reasonable person would believe, and it's not you, Rugman, it's not whether I would have believed that or you believe that, would a reasonable person with the information that was available believe that this guy was a threat and that this his officer's life was in danger for serious bodily injury, or someone else's was? That's really the question.
Yeah, we're both reasonable people, and we have to put ourselves in that position. And that's what I built my belief and the foundation for why I say here that I don't think it was.
All right. And I'll tell you what, I don't, we can dig into this after that. We're burning clock time here.
That's why I say, let me pass it off and let somebody else.
Victor, go for it, sir.
This one's hard on the line for me, but I'm going to have to err to the side of reasonable. It's just hard for me. There's coulda, woulda, shoulda, and I don't have enough facts beyond that. But it's right hard on the line for me.
Okay. I want to go back real quick. Let's just do a vote. AK, how do you feel about this one? Where are you going to go? Reasonable or not?
It's extremely unfortunate, but I'm stamping reasonable on this one.
One reasonable. Marquis, I'll say you.
Reasonable.
Rugman, what's your vote going to be?
I don't think it was reasonable. I'm going to be the odd man out.
Fair enough. What's your vote, Victor?
Reasonable.
Okay, Heather, how say you?
Reasonable.
Reasonable. So it's going to be a 4-1 decision. Still a split decision, but jury says a reasonable force on that one.